So I had a chance really to steer things in the right direction. But like I said, I gave that away when I let this man come on stage. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. What's up, y'all? This is Jack Harlow, and I'm here to tell y'all about my best show and my worst show. These are my highs and lows. January 2018, the Gazebo Tour. And my whole collective private garden, they wanted to come. We ended up getting a Sprinter van, and we're rolling 8, 9 deep in it. Ronnie Luciano, that's my DJ. My hype man at the time, Ace Pro. Then we have Kiso, Schloob, Urban Wyatt. He takes all the pictures. And then you got my boy 2 for 1. And then my tour manager, John No Alias. He's just got dad vibes. One night in particular, we went to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Mind you, it's January, it's freezing, cold as hell out. I mean, people are getting pissed just when the Sprinter door opens. We had a venue, the type of place people do improv classes once a week. So we'd have to carry the DJ equipment in. Even I'm carrying boxes. And Ace Pro actually, he's always on stage before I come out. He's like, I'm gonna need y'all to start chanting Harlow, Harlow. Kiso always comes back and he like smiles at me, like, and he just starts laughing. He just starts laughing about, ooh, it's no fun out there. And it's so quiet in there, you can really hear my footsteps hitting the ground as I'm running out. Then I look out and I look into the crowd itself, and there's probably 7 people. So I'm pretty sure the homies at one point came out and stood behind the DJ booth, and you know what you do, you nod your head. So by the time they came out there, there's an equal amount of people on stage as there are in front of the stage. I just remember there was 2 girls that looked like they were at their first ever show. There was 2 older people. They're just vibing. They had the most energy out of everybody. And then there was one dude by himself. He had his hands in his pockets, and he's just staring at me the whole show. Just this unspoken feeling of, wow, this bitch is empty. It is empty in here. I remember I look out, and I see in the back of the theater, sitting in the seats, my family, cinematically cloaked in darkness.
Hi, honey.
I'm looking at people's faces, and you know, they're as uncomfortable as I am. But I remember every set during Dark Night, at the pinnacle moment, there'd be like a line. I would be like, heard that you was working on a mixtape. Really, you can keep it like the coleslaw. And that was the line where like most crowds would sing along, or it would turn, people would jump, and Ace Pro would do a backflip and land on the beat. But nobody's yelling it at the show. He did the backflip and there's like, oh. But it didn't do nothing. I've never seen a more anticlimactic backflip. After one of my songs in, there's a kid over on the left, and he's like, yo, let me come up there, I wanna rap. Seems like the type of guy that would like try to sell you candy in high school. Like, he just got one of those strained voices. Yo, let me come up, let me freestyle. It's a lot of that. Let me freestyle. I wanna freestyle. Throughout the show, I mean, this starts around the 5th song and doesn't stop. So I finally crack, man. I'm like, nothing's going right about this. You know, maybe this will turn it up. So I say, all right, man, come on up here. And so he jumps on the stage, excited for his debut for 7 people. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I'm breathing heavy on the mic. He's not much of a rapper, you know what I mean? He's just kind of stumbling through it. He's repeating himself like, yo, that is oh, yo, that is oh. The crowd they're uncomfortable. I mean, I feel like I can almost see the sound man in the back disgusted. It's just a painful situation. I put my arm around him and just kind of guide the mic back to me. I really wrapped up my set early. That's all I got, y'all, thank you. But after I get off, you know, I come from backstage. My mom, every time she sees me, 6 weeks, 3 hours, she's a very loving woman, you know what I mean? So she's just thrilled to see me. I think she's trying to inspire an excitement in me. So her face is excited, and she's like, that was amazing. And I'm like, it wasn't amazing. Nothing about it was amazing, but she's a sweet woman, you know? My dad doesn't sugarcoat. He doesn't like to fluff it up at all, so he's like, that was rough, boy. The promoter had to have lost money. Oh my God. Around 2015, Bryson became became one of the hottest artists in hip hop and R&B in the world. And he's from Louisville, Kentucky. And he was our first one to kind of reach that height. And it was a huge deal in the city because there was this feeling of, oh, maybe we can all get on. I remember being in high school and having his notifications on. I wanted to know everything he was doing. So years later, this is April 27th, 2019. We had a big free show promoted by the city. And I was the headliner, and it was my first time being on billboards across the city. My face is on 8 billboards across my hometown. Super validating. And then that day, we ran into each other at Churchill Downs of all places. There was some sort of event at Churchill Downs where they hold the Kentucky Derby. We started chopping it up. He was like, yo, I heard you have a show at the waterfront tonight, right? He's like, what time is that? He's like, I wanna come out. I'm like, oh, please come out. You know, that would mean the world to me. So he tells me he's gonna come. I don't know if he is gonna come because he's famous. He don't need to come. It's an evening show, and the field on the waterfront is filled with thousands. So it's packed out, and I literally can't see the end of the crowd. All my loved ones were there. You know, everybody was backstage with us. The show started with the mayor of the city introducing me, and the mayor's a white-haired, just very straightforward man. Our artist Jack Harlow, he's an upstanding citizen, and he's doing a great job putting our city on the map, and I want to bring him out right now. And it's a nice scene, and it's late at night by the time the show's going on, so you see the lights of the city are kind of illuminating the entire waterfront. It just went crazy. And then Bryson comes out at the end of the show, and he's a surprise guest, nobody knows, and he just turns the whole energy of the field up, the whole energy of the waterfront. Just goes crazy from there. It was just one of the greatest nights of my life because it was the first time I got to bring out like a legend for the city, and nobody was really expecting it. It was amazing. And so you just feel this strange sense of euphoria and purpose. Like everything you've been doing was right because of this. This is proof. This is validation from the universe that you've been making the right decisions. You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to choose this.